This is Go Figure, day number 19. Kids, you just never know what they'll say. The first thing my daughter Gracie said was, "Can mom be an action figure too?" My son Rocky said, "So you will have your own movie and video game too?" I had to tell them no about mom, or at least not right away, I said, and no about the video game and movie, at least not right away, I repeated. "Aw," they both said, disappointed. Kids. Finally, I asked myself what I thought. Lesson on the left. Different generations are interested in different things. Any person of any age can be an important team member, even a baby. On my podcast, The Spaniard Show, episode 301, I interviewed General John Gronsky, whose infant son Stephen crossed the country in a bicycle trailer behind his parents and contributed to the epic family adventure by attracting help from strangers. So, quick note, that's a true story. If you just Google The Spaniard Show, episode 301, it'll pop up. John Gronsky's an incredible person. He, his wife, and his infant son traveled across the country in a bicycle. True story. I laugh a couple times when I mention, this chapter and when I talked about it yesterday, alluding to this chapter, because if you ask my kids something about me, I have no idea, zero idea what they're going to say. Most of the time it's less than flattering stuff. Kids say the darndest things, and my kids are true to that. Also, a side note here, when I do assembly programs, I get asked a lot, "Are you in the video games?" And my here, my son asks, "Will they make a movie about you in a video game?" I am not in any of the UFC games. A lot of students ask me that question, and I say no, and I get because they're disappointed. Truth is, I feel like it's two reasons that I'm not in the video game. One, when I was at my highest point, my best point, my most notable point, I don't know that the video games were that popular. And I could be speaking incorrectly, but this is kind of what I think. I was known for a period of time. And at that period of time, I was either not known enough to be in the video game, or the video games were not as common as they are now to put more and more fighters in it. So maybe they only selected the best of the best of the best. So whether it was timing and or my notoriety or a combination of both, I'm not in any of the video games. But I followed up by saying I do have trading cards. So if you go on Amazon and you type in Spaniard UFC trading cards, they'll pop up, and they're $1.99-ish, around there. A neat addition to that, a few of my son and daughter's friends who play sports with my kids, they're starting to get these cards and asking me to sign them. So that's a really neat thing in real life. Different generations are interested in different things. And like I said, kids say the darndest things. You never know what they're going to say. And quite often, my kids, I'm sure it's in love, but make me and my wife feel pretty uncool.